How's it, everybody? Welcome into the Paper Plane Inn. I'm Emote and Nui, and thank you guys for waiting for to come back live. That was a tongue twister just now. Anyways, how's everyone doing today? Did you guys actually had a good day today? Did you guys eat well, rest well? Did you guys also have a good day at work? If not, then I hope that today's stream might actually help make things a little bit better for you today. So, how is everyone doing today? And, Bearwell, thanks for the head pat. I, still need to figure that one out, if you will. I should really figure that one out. But, so, yeah. It is actually good to see you guys here today. And, did you guys actually had a good weekend? Mine is okay. Mine is okay, but I had a very busy Sunday that left me tuckered out, if you will, at the end of the day. Oh, you got a pre-order of Dawn Trail's Collector's Box Courier, Dan? That's great. That really is great. I'm happy for you, honest. And RFD, hi, welcome back. Welcome back. You're just dropping by for now, dropping by to say hi for now because you're with your family? Well, that's fair. It's okay. But, yeah, guys, welcome back into the Paper Plane Inn. Today, we're going to be actually doing an art stream today, which we haven't actually done in a long while on Tuesdays like this. Today is going to be the day we're going to be working on Patreon rewards, which is something I should have done a little bit earlier this month, but, there's this thing called COVID that Steve and I caught earlier that month, rendering me to slow down production when it comes to that, and as a result, it's why we're actually starting off this very late. I apologize for those who really are looking forward to that, but I hope that today's stream would actually make up for that, if you will. Oh, you're on your way to work, Zella? Well, at least have a good day at work when you do. But welcome into the Paper Plane Inn. Welcome back. So yeah, today we are actually going to be working on 2 of the rewards that I provided into the inn. One of them is working on an emote, which will be featured for next month. For basically next month. It would have been this month, but well, I think we already got the House Gremlin in the jar reward, so that's theirs, and that's gonna be changed to that of the well, for next month's emote, which we'll be working on that very soon. And we're also going to be working on March's reward, which is drawing Nui in a Yor Forger cosplay from Spy X Family. I have a feeling you're wondering which outfit would it be. You'll have to wait and see when that comes. So, while I still got the time, I believe it's time for us to actually go to, hold on a second. Let me actually close these for now in Clip Studio Paint and turn on the screen share for the inn. Okay, and, let's see. Alright, so without further ado, so let's go into the podium and we'll get to work. Alrighty then, fellas, so we're going to be working on the emote first, since that's going to be the first thing that's going to be taken care of, and afterwards we're going to be working onto the cosplay outfit itself. So, Patreon has told me that for this month of the suggestion board, and there's basically no other options for now, which is basically working on a Nui specific emote this time around instead of a House Gremlin emote, where is suggestions right over there. Are there any funny notifications on your stream? Not quite sure. Why? Okay, Golem, could you play me my Tavern Beats? Thank you, Golem. Alright, let me go into my March suggestions, which is basically a specific Nui emote. Not stream, Steam. Oh, okay. I was wondering why there's some little bit of notifications here and there. So let me turn on Steam real quick while I actually go over to opening the file for this month for the March emote, which will be this, if you will, and it's loading up real fast and loose. Okay, now, the suggestion, which is the only suggestion I got for March, is basically a horny Nui emote. And I ironically happen to have this one emote I did in the past, so we're basically gonna give it a whole new ass fresh coat of paint. So, yeah, okay, alright, okay, without further delay, let's actually get to work on this. Okay. Alright, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and... No, it's not... I mean, it doesn't have to be that, you know? Okay. It could literally... Oh, God. It could literally be just about anything. It doesn't... Look, I'm a bisexual woman, you know? It doesn't have... It could be just about anything. Why is everyone... Okay. So... We're gonna work on doing the inks of this emote first, and... Okay. I received a gift from Steam. What could this possibly be? Hold on a second. Let me, fix this because, there we go. Okay. Oh! 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 Oh, okay! You decided to give me two specific games? Okay! I don't know how to properly say about this, but, well, huh. Okay, Boy Splatty, I do truly appreciate this, but, okay. Let's just say that he gifted me two specific games, two adult-specific games for the mature audience, if you will. And I cannot say these names out loud. Because if I do, you guys are going to have a field day and try to figure out what, I'm trying to do the research about this. You know? I'm okay. But, okay. Huh. Accept this gift privately? You know what? What happens if I don't, though? Would this actually be showing up in my notification, in my activity list or something? I don't know. I really don't know. Spit it out? Look, look, it's, a very mature Stardew Valley-esque or Harvest Moon-esque game. The other one is a very mature Castlevania / Metroidvania-esque game. I don't know how to properly say. I want to accept this, but what happens if I don't click on the box accept this gift privately? Also, hi, Shads. I just remembered you're still in the jar, so I'm gonna get you out of there. There you go. There you go. Okay. Alright. I mean, we are basically an 18+ stream. So, how do I actually say this out loud? It's saying accepting it privately means it won't show up in your friend activity. I think you're deaf in Discord. Oh fuck! I forgot I'm deaf in
Braggle fraggle!
I am a dumb. Okay.
I wanted to say something, but I didn't think I should interrupt what you were talking about there.
No, you're good, you're good. It's just that I'm kind of, taking it back from this. So, I'm just gonna accept these gifts privately, and thank you so very kindly for these.
Should I be concerned of what Splatty gave you?
Let's just say that he gifted me 2 games. 2 very, very mature games.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and,
So I have an important question.
Yes?
Is having those games worse than the fur bulge?
Shut! Shut! Why are you this way?
Look, alright, if the material is going that way, I have to bring it up somehow.
Why does everyone keep bringing that thing up? Why? Okay, you know what? I'm ending the stream. Okay.
Oh, according to Splatty, one of those games is a type of bulge.
What am I gonna do with both of y'all? I mean, I think befriending him might be a mistake.
Which one, me or Splatty?
Yes. Okay, so... Okay, I am gonna be okay. They broke the Mickey. Look, Why? Why is this a parrot thing?
I don't know. So what is on the agenda for the end today?
Well, today we're gonna be actually drawing Patreon rewards that I have, today, that was supposed to be for March this month. I wanted to do this much earlier, but then I contracted a terrifying little bug that is called COVID, and as such, production...
Yeah, I heard about that. Are you better? Because I've actually been really concerned about you, Miki.
Well, I think I'm about 90% better. It's just that these COVID coughs is, absolutely annoying the giblets out of me. And as such...
I understand that.
I was getting myself ready, but my coughs are getting so bad. So I took my very last lozenge, and right now I seem to be sounding just about fine.
Well, that's a relief.
For now, I know it's gonna come back like an annoying boomerang, but I think I may have to get myself some cough suppressant syrup or something. Okay, so don't worry. I've come across concerning things in a friend's research history. The things y'all do for your own craft. I mean, I can still hear food giving me shade for having one too many Pinterest tabs open when I had to screen share my window for fixing up my Cult of the Lamb game, and everyone can get to see all of my tabs, if you will. But thankfully, not thankfully, it's just the logos, but not the labels itself. But I can still hear it. I can still hear it clear as crystal, if you will. And to be fair, as an artist, you need all the... if I want to throw in a devil's advocate on that, you kind of need a lot of research in order to hone your craft, so... I tend to use Pinterest as another means to actually figure out on what gives me references and inspiration.
Also, if you hear any noises, by the way, that's because I'm playing Splatoon 3, but if my TV's too loud, I will most assuredly turn it down for you.
Well, okay. But good for you to actually tell me that ahead of time.
If it gets too loud, please do tell me, because I don't want to distract you from what you're doing.
That's fair. And Resser Palanite, welcome back. Welcome back.
Hello.
Let's see. You know, I just came to realize something when it comes to being a content creator, being so active on Twitch for God knows how long. Well, no, wait, almost 2 years from now. I'm gonna I'm gonna have a streaming anniversary this June, so, yeah, almost 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And,
nice.
It's hard for me to believe that I came this far only as a PNG tuber avatar, but can you only imagine if I actually ended up having a actual VTuber avatar itself, you know?
I imagine it'd be possible one of these days, methinks.
I mean, I would love that, but I think what kind of...
I know VTuber models are hella expensive.
Yeah, they definitely are. But for a good reason, though. It's not just the art that actually goes with it. It's the fact that you have to cut up that model up for a significant amount of parts, so that way they can actually rig that thing to the program that its name is escaping me. But yeah. And
VTuber Studio?
VTuber Studio. Well, VTuber Studio is the last thing to do. Because there is this one program that is responsible for what's causing the avatar to move and be rigged in the first place. And you and I are both very familiar when it comes to SFM and Gmod back in the day. You remember how some people would port models from specific games, or heaven forbid, make their own models, if you will.
Yes.
You know how painstaking it was to rig the model, add hitboxes and all that bunch, just so it'll actually work functionably in either SFM or Gmod if you want to give them the correct hitbox and weights. It's similar.
Indeed.
It's similar to that when it comes to the VTubing community. But yeah, Blender. I don't. Well, Blender would be like if you have to create your own 3D model when it comes to VTubing, because yeah. When it comes to VTubing, there are two ways you can actually have your avatar. Whether it's 2D or 3D. 2D would actually be falling under two categories on itself, which is basically the average live tuber model, or you could actually have a PNG tuber model or GIF tuber model. But there are people out there who actually have 3D models out there, and they also have each of those two categories have their own separate pros and cons. Let's see. I'm gonna give the bottom line art. But I wouldn't mind having... Though... maybe at the end of the day, I think I would see myself having just a live 2D model instead, because even if there's some limitations that that a 3D model would most likely have compared to a live 2D model, if you will.
Pros and cons, right?
Yep. Okay. Oh, sheesh. Okay.
Sheesh!
Alright. There we go. And... let's not forget the nose. I'll do the,
Olfactory senses are kind of important, yes.
also, if you currently are talking about drawing, you need to switch up the scenes back. Scenes back?
What? What does that mean?
Well, I'm having a hard time following Daijino. Because you guys can't see it clearly. I can also see it clearly when it comes to my phone. I don't get it. Okay, so let's not forget the mouth. Note for the future, get a Zella plushie. Oh, fair enough. I really can't wait to get back into doing pals to plushies again. It has been so long since I've actually done that. It's what helps jumpstart this stream. I mean, it actually helps jumpstart this channel, if you will. Okay, I think that should be the good majority for the ink. Let me go see what happens if you... Yeah, you can still see it. You can still see it, at least in my perspective. I know it's hard for you to see, but I'm just testing out the waters. What happens if you zoom out for zooming out for a brief testing for the emotes, if you will. So. Okay, let's go ahead and test that out. It was never my, it was me, never mind. Twitch is flipping out. Oh, okay, okay. Twitch has been doing that a lot, hasn't it? What the hell?
What?
I think I'm, have I discovered an oopsie?
What sort of oopsie?
One where, okay, okay, okay. It's so far not too bad, not too bad. Okay, maybe it's just my imagination then. Yeah, it must have been my imagination. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and start filling up for the hair. Funny idea, because of that emote, is now to have another where you get bonked for being horny. Well, you can actually suggest... Maybe you can actually suggest that into my Patreon, if you will. Which is, right here. Because this stream is made possible by my followers here, and to those who actually help me out, pledge me through Patreon. Which I do truly appreciate that you guys came by here, to help me out, help out your innkeeper. The money I earn through Patreon is going to help me out when it comes to help covering the bills for me and Steve's living conditions, especially since I want to help him out. Because he's been doing so much, and me, who is still struggling to find work, I want to help him out where I could, because it's not right for him to do this all by himself. I just want to help lower his burdens a bit. So yeah, there's a reason why I also host Patreon, because it'll help out when it comes to the bills, and I want to help cover the internet bill. So
you guys really do have an ideal relationship. I just want to say that outright.
Aww, Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, it's even seen you two at HarmonyCon earlier this year. I mean, I can say it as fact.
I mean, it's still a miracle that you did came into HarmonyCon, and we finally got to meet in person after it's been basically 10 years since we became friends.
And there's only one regret I have with that, and it's...
Huh?
That it couldn't last longer.
I know. I truly wish that it would last a little bit longer.
I mean, that's not your fault.
No. It's just unfortunate circumstances.
Hmm?
Let's see.
Even still, there'll be other opportunities, obviously.
I hope that there will be an opportunity where I do get to meet you again. Honest.
I would absolutely welcome that, Miki.
Let's see. Well, I'm curious how about a Yandere Nui emote, Mikoto Nui emote would look. Ah! That's morbid! Oh, that is absolutely morbid, but very interesting. That is a good thought, though. At that point, that'll be basically... Well, that depends also on the flavor of a Yandere emote. Do you want to be standard Nui, or do you want it to be fallen Nui? There's a difference. There is a whole ass difference.
Yes, there is.
Let's see. Fear the innkeeper. Yeah. That's actually cute. Maybe fear the innkeeper when you do property damage in the end, because that...
Property damage! Anyone remember Saxon Hale? Yeah.
Me too. I miss playing TF2, man. I really should get myself back into that. I miss my mercs. I miss my mercs, Shads. I miss them.
That is a mood.
Let's see. Fallen would probably work. You know, yeah, besides, give that other version of me more love. I mean, it's not like it's gonna come back and backfire me in the ass just because I let that because that's now a thing. Let's see. Okie dokie Loki. And now for the hearts. For what color would basically best suit the bill for that? No, wait, no, I forgot the mouth.
Oopsie.
Okay, so... Because this emote you're working on is very lustful. I mean, look! I mean, when you have the only suggestion for this month that is basically a horny emote, and when you look into your old library and you found that a very specific old reaction you used to do back in the day, the stars kind of align and you have to bring that thing back into the ether. I mean, fuck. Okay, so let me take a good look on... Okay, it's not just that too. So, I'm gonna need to bring out a image of mine. I'm gonna bring out one of my sprites as references. She's not horny. She's she's just loving the sight of a cute guy or girl. Thank you, Courier Dad. Thank you. Somebody who knows, somebody who gets it about someone who's someone who finally gets it about, you know, the bisexual panic.
Ho.
Okay. Okay, so I kind of need you as references because you also have a blush in the ear. Gotcha, thank you. I mean, that's the thing when it comes to folks like me. Okay, like, good news, more options. Yay! Bad news, more Love a good panic emote. You know, I think I already have one of those. I mean, yeah, I basically do have one of those panic emotes. Let me see if I can actually find them real fast and loose. Ow! Hey! Ow! I was raising! Ah! Let's see. Where do I actually have that panic emote? Yep, there it is. This counts as a panic emote, so yeah. Yeah. So, I think that would most likely, and looking at this now, I think I may have to fix up the line art when it comes to certain, I think I may have to look up on certain line art. I think I may have to fix certain line art because it looks wrong. No. Okay. And now let's go work on the... Okay, and I'ma be a troll? Well, of course you would. Okay. Okay, I think I may have to increase the saturation for this. Yeah, because let's make that blush a little bit more prominent, chat, because if we try to zoom this out a little further, you can definitely see it. Yeah, you can definitely still see it, but at the same time, it's not very prominent. So let me go ahead and start working on the other knickknacks and bunch. Let's make this saturation a little bit prominent. Okay. Now, yeah, that'll do. So, yeah, I guess you can still make this work. This still definitely work. And let's go ahead and increase the line width of that. Because these line widths is not showing up into my okay. The drilling does make it loot. I told you this is a hardy emote. This is a hardy emote. I only got the one. I would love it. There's more options, but
you have your warning, chat.
I only have the one, so Sugarloaf. Ah, the perfect...
Sugar honey iced tea?
Ow! Ah! Ah! Boy Splatty! Ah! Why? Hey, what am I gonna do with all of y'all? Like deadass.
I have no idea.
Like deadass. What? Okay, so... let me go ahead and start compiling all of this in one folder. Okay. Arnie, Nui, email. And let's work on the... there we go. Let's make it thicker.
That's what she said.
Nah, not that kind of thicker! Well, at least Mickey will have some games to play off stream. Yep. Give me 100 more feathers so I can activate a reward. What? Why? I don't like how that's I don't like how that was worded. Actually, let me actually fix this one bit real fast. Cause I have I have an idea. And okay, no. Okay. There we go. There we go. So there we go. Something to help break the flow just a smidge. Because it would look a little bit better once it's like this. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, I guess that'll work. All right, so we're saving this emote, and that's basically just this is a robbery, tipping a piece. All right, I'll give you the up piece, okay? Okay. Now that we actually got that done, it's finally time for us to start working on the next thing on the Patreon rewards. Which is basically Nui in a Yor Forger cosplay. Which is basically...
Oh my.
Yep. Now, this is going to be a two-piece parter, I think, which will feature Nui also in the red outfit, if you will. So, yeah. But I'm going to work onto the back piece first before I actually would work onto the front piece. Okay. Sketch back. Okay. Ink face. Ink body.
Hey, listen.
Yes, Retro Fox? Actually, Mickey, does Mickey have a reaction to the tiefling? You know, that's a good question. In my library, oh dear. Let's see. I should really start making more emotes for... Yeah, I should have made more emotes for this. Or get other artists to actually help make more emotes for this. Sheesh. My library is very limited. Is there one that gives you the same reaction as Azura? I think, basically this. Then again, I'm kind of drawing a blank. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's go ahead and start working on the face. And let's save beforehand so we don't make, so we don't do a dumb. Okay. Okay, so food like a juicy sausage. Wait! That sounds Anyways, I'm gonna continue. Oh,
How big is that sausage?
No, I'm gonna continue.
Well, how thick is the sausage?
Anyway, Savage, hi! Welcome back into the Paper Plane Inn! It's not what you think. Why are you the way that you are?
Look, you knew this kind of insanity you got into when you came across me and led me into your inn.
You know what? Fair. But orcs? No!
What?
I'm gonna continue! Miki, you have a horny audience. I mean, look, this is basically an 18 plus stream channel, so kids are very much prohibited from going anywhere further, like in a 30-foot pole, so yeah! Deadass, if I actually found out there are kids in this audience, I would demand you guys to leave.
No children here.
It's not because I'm strict. It's because I'm doing this for your safety and mine. Because look, there has been cases and cases where I've seen where there will be kids out there who would try to interact with adults in a very adult-oriented space, and that's like, no, you're not supposed to be here. Do you really want to get more people into trouble? It's not worth it. It's not. So I'm just
Not at
telling
all,
you.
no.
So I'm telling you, as someone who is, you know, basically a 32-year-old woman, and it hurts to admit that out loud, but please, for the love of God, no kids here. No. No, you don't want this. You don't want this. You think you're mature enough? You think you
You think you want this, but trust me,
it's not.
you don't want this.
No. No. We have
Who there?
none.
Hey. What's up?
You good? You sound like you just dragged your whole butt into the floor.
Specific analogy there, Miki.
I mean, he's a satyr, but he's also a deer. What do you do when you finally bring a deer back into the back after you shot it?
Fair point.
How do you know that, Mickey?
Because Steve's mother used to hunt would sometimes hunt for deer whenever it's deer season.
Fair point. I only did that just to see your reactions.
Besides, I really do like venison.
Don't get any ideas.
I'm not. Your ass is too gamey.
Oh, that is I'm not even sure if that's an insult or not.
Yes.
And here I thought I'd been hunted enough today.
Anyways, then put it on the back of the truck.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, after all, there has been a time where Steve and I'm gonna recount this as best as I could, but there has been a time when I believe this is like my second time when I visited Texas, and mind you, this is the period where Steve and I are still dating dating off on the internet. And we would always meet up whenever whenever we could make time. But this takes place in like the second time when I visit Texas. One day when Steve and I are finally done having a nice day out together, and we decided to finally get back home, get back into the ranch at that time. I remember very vividly how it was very dark that time, and hanging by the tree that is nearby into the ranch house was the catch was their game, which is this very dead deer hanging by a cord on the tree. That is because they just hunt that thing down earlier today, and they plan to actually skin that tonight. I remember very well that I had to actually help out in the skinning process.
Like
I had to hold the rope I had to hold down the rope while his mom does the job on the skinning. It's a very vivid memory at the time. I mean, I'm kind of desensitized of the fact because when I was growing up in the Philippines, whenever it's be it a birthday, a graduation, or any special occasion, my uncles would actually get a pig and they would gut it. Just so that we could actually cook it and eat it.
Tell me, what
yes?
style of cooking do you do for the pig?
What?
What style of cooking? Like, how do you do the pig? Or how do they do
okay. You're talking to somebody. Okay, that's actually a good question. They would usually cook it rotisserie like style, like skewer the pig in a very long bamboo stick, and let it simmer on above the coals of a fire. Yeah, we call it lechon, and it's absolutely delicious.
If only I got a permit to do that at my uni building.
I mean, we don't usually do it all the time. We usually do it in celebrations, but yeah. Let's see. Hold on, no, I am not trying to, no. Lechon, no.
See that you're having yourself dress up as Yor Forger.
Yep, that is that's going to be the part for, that's what we're going to be doing today. That's one of my patron rewards.
Okay,
hold on a
so
second.
tell me this then.
This
Will
is...
Steve be Lloyd?
I think most likely. But yes, this is what a lechon baboy actually looks like. When it's finally done. Absolutely delicious. The skin and the meat really melts into your mouth. Well, the skin might take a while because it's really crispy. But anyways...
And speaking of which, Lloyd Forger's here.
Stephen, my boy, welcome.
Hi!
Hello.
Hi!
Hi.
Hi!
You know, I was just talking about how you two have an ideal relationship, and now here you are.
I was talking to Afton about the time we helped out your mom when it comes to skinning a deer, and it trails to me talking about the lechon baboy again.
Yeah, I come from a redneck family.
Someone says that apparently you gave me a nightmare, but I'm like, nah, not bothered, because that does sound pretty delicious. And accurate for what you should do.
Yeah, why do you think I keep on threatening to skin you and fillet you, bud? I know exactly how to do it.
I mean...
I've already been hunted enough today. I don't need another round.
I'm kind of desensitized with the fact because of how I grew up with hearing lots of pigs squealing before they actually get gutted, then skewered, and then we're gonna eventually eat it. Like,
yeah, you're even more metal than me. At least your family is, because when we do it, we at least just have the good nature to just do a quick shot to the heart and kill instantly, or at least we try to. You go in with a machete and just slit its throat.
Pretty much.
Jesus.
Damn.
I mean, look, deadass. Back in 2019, when my family and I decided to finally go back to the Philippines after it has been years upon years since we last visited there. The first thing that woke me up right in that early morning was the squealing pig being gutted, and I was like, yeah, we're basically home, because we never get to hear that back in Hawaii ever, and yeah, that's
Reals?
For reals.
Huh.
Closest you get is chickens clucking and fighting each other.
Yeah, that is basically the most closest thing we can get, and it does remind me so much of how my uncles will always participate in cockfights, and I mean like raising the chickens themselves and making them fight other opponents' chickens, roosters, more specifically.
Yep. And any chickens that lose turn to dinner.
Pretty much. Oh, you worked in this slaughterhouse, the delivery part, but have seen what goes on at a proper butcher. Oh.
Yeah, my dad did that too. He actually worked on some of the freezers in a slaughterhouse too, for a time.
I will only imagine just you have to have the stones in order to work in one. Do you?
Not the stomach. You need the stomach for it. Because let's just say it's not for everyone.
No. Only specific people can only work at specific things.
Yeah.
But so yeah, how are you doing, honey?
I'm actually doing fairly better since I slept nearly 12 hours last night.
Good, very good. I couldn't help but worry for you.
Yeah, I had Bill Miller for breakfast, so...
Did you actually eat well?
I did.
Good.
I had 3 breakfast tacos.
Good.
I should count myself lucky. I had a bowl of chocolate Cheerios.
Well...
Which, yes, chocolate Cheerios exist.
I remember they sell the strawberries Cheerios, and I already missed those.
I think I saw a box of them at my local Key Food, actually. Wait.
I failed to have strawberry Cheerios.
You guys have cereal in the morning?
Well, some of
Say
us.
that like it's a bad thing.
No, I just say that because I don't do that.
Oh yeah, you're English.
What do you think I actually survive on? That's a guess on its own.
A full English?
No, we don't actually.
Oh.
Think that.
Son, I've literally seen breakfast dishes have literal fucking beans in them.
I had, when I was at BabsCon one year, I had literal waffles and bacon and vodka.
What?
Did you?
Literally.
I hope that you were able to stay sober after that.
There was only one little glass of vodka. I should make this clear. I don't fully indulge in alcohol. I usually just tend to experiment it if I have the chance to. That's about it.
Oh, okay.
That's
fair
fair.
enough. Okay.
And besides, I believe literally the most powerful alcohol I had was like the one time Outback Steakhouse had moonshine. So.
Ooh, moonshine.
Oh.
No.
I mean, well, at least I assume moonshine's a powerful alcohol.
Depends on who makes it.
Yeah, depends on who makes it. Because some would basically just change their alcohol content from there. Oh! And for me, my breakfast is just a bowl of ramen and egg.
That's not good. That's not healthy.
Well, it helps me. It's my staple when growing up in the Philippines. And now, if you excuse me, I'm going into a tunnel.
Oh,
that's
shit.
gremlin. Good to see you, gremlin. Sorry, give me a second. My mic fell down. There we go. Better.
Hello, Gremlin.
Hey, Yeah.
Greetings, Grandma.
Hello.
Hey, it's your turn. Ah! It's a Goliath! Shot boy! Menacing!
You seem unusually happy today, Gremlin.
Yes, yes,
That's a good
yes,
sign.
yes. How's Gremlin was doing singing
Why are you
last
happy?
And how's Gremlin was jiving last night?
Jiving?
Yes.
That's the reason why I haven't been sleeping well.
Hmm. Oh, I have. Well, I hope the
You
grandma
keep
doesn't
on
mind if I give her
singing
some special. I have some chocolate for her again.
What kind of chocolate? Someone investigate it.
Well, if you don't mind, I mean, I'd like for her to try it.
What is it?
May have slipped a little bit of moonshine in there.
Why?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is gonna be
Wait
good.
for it.
That Gremlin doesn't feel funny.
There we go. I'll give it. That'll be quiet for. I'll be quiet for a bit now. Oh, I think this
Hi,
is a little unfair.
Gremlin.
Don't you think it's a little unfair that we do this sometimes? Or is it just good that we
You, Gremlin. They're down. They're down.
I guess I used some real powerful moonshine this time.
wonder if I could get some moonshine from some Satan.
Heck, me. Here. Come here. There you go. That's a good Gremlin. She's nibbling up her shoulder.
Aww. That's cute.
Gremlin.
What the?
Oh, that. He threw a pillow. Someone threw a pillow at them.
Come here, come here. It's okay. Nope, nope.
I'm getting.
Give me a bucket, give me a bucket.
I got the bucket. Get out. You go. Wait, did you just cough up a frog?
She did. The frog is not meant to be eaten like that, Gremlin. Shiny blue. What?
Shut up.
Shouldn't you be getting back to your show?
I think that's tough to understand.
I screaming is pure king today.
Yes.
I put all the dirty underwear in the pot.
What did she just say?
Something
I
about
don't
dirty
know.
underwear in a pot?
Wait, check the kitchen. And there's
Everything.
underwear in the pots.
Oh shit.
Well,
That's
at least they're
disgusting.
clean.
That's what I'm hoping for too. Oh god, there's one in the soup.
Hey guys, what
No.
is this?
Gremlin barfed up a blue frog?
How is she alive?
What's
Here,
wrong with her
here's the
barking up a blue frog? What is it, a poisonous frog or?
Yes?
Oh, this is
check-
poison.
Oh!
Frog.
Let me
Oh.
try and speak to the Trog.
It's a poison dart frog.
Oh, good.
Oh.
That's
That's
why she went sick. That explains a lot.
Do you want me to hold on to that for the time
I
being?
mean, I really hope that she, I
No,
think
it's
we'll
going
have,
in a cup for now.
we're,
Oh, come
definitely-
on. Don't do that. That's unfair treatment.
So, should I consider it a good thing I fed her moonshine chocolate?
I don't know.
I think we should label this as a yes.
Maybe we should definitely get her to see a doctor afterwards, just to be safe.
I'm gonna.
What part
keep
of her
that-
anatomy makes any sort of sense?
That raises a good point.
Is anyone not concerned about the dart frog?
Well,
I mean, as a frog, we just throw it in a pond.
Yeah, but dart frogs aren't the. Well, there's a reason why a lot of people like to keep an eye on them. Or,
Yeah,
Oh.
they're poisonous. I'm well aware.
well, it's more than their diet, but yeah, fair point.
let's see. Oh, Leonard, hi! Welcome back! Welcome back into the inn! I've missed you.
Heyo.
I love you.
Hey, Luna.
Leonard, I miss you too, Kuya. I hope you actually had a good day today so far. But, is she impervious to poison? Well, maybe?
If she were, she wouldn't be able to get drunk.
Yeah.
Unless drink's magical, but who knows?
Still, I really hope she doesn't actually have that frog for breakfast.
That's why. Would you like me to talk to it? I can see what happened.
Let's just try to release that out into the wild, you know? It's been through a lot today.
Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I did. We had ice cream. I did. We had ice cream truck stop by with serve ice cream and waffle cones. Oh, that is so. Oh, that sounds so good. Ah, I would love to have ice cream. I would love to have that kind of ice cream experience again.
No.
Kind of reminds me a lot of the ice cream shop back in the Riverwalk, though.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that ice cream shop. It's my favorite places to go to there.
Speaking of traveling, we should probably get our con tickets thing, shouldn't we?
Oh, yes! Yes, we should! We definitely should. After the game tonight?
Sure.
What's this
Splendid.
about?
Steve and I are gonna be there. I should let you guys know right now, ahead of time. There's gonna be no streams that is on Friday and Saturday. Usually, I would actually have streams where we actually have some time to go back on 7 Stand User and also Monster Hunter World. But both Steve and I are going back to Dallas just so we can actually have fun in WeebCon again.
You'll see Melissa then.
Not just Melissa.
That's the thing that brought the original idea.
It was the original idea. We just learned that there are more other VTubers you can actually virtually meet while you're there.
Else.
Mm-hmm.
Victoria's also going to be there, and so is her husband Zolan.
Good to see the Snake Eater's going to be there. Or
I
somebody
know,
said.
right?
Yeah. If only they came to the UK, unless they're doing WeebCon in the UK, I would love to see that happen.
Wouldn't be called that.
I wonder if I should actually ask up another buddy of mine if they're also going to come over to WeebCon too. If not, then that's okay. At least Steve and I are looking forward to going back to Round Rock again for the donuts.
Donuts.
Well, why not? There's this one donut shop that, thanks to a good friend of mine, has introduced that Steve and I went to. And we actually, really love their donuts there. Our biggest regret is we wish we actually bought a little bit more.
If only I had the money to just go to Dallas for a weekend.
Okay, so
It's, son, take it from me. If you're gonna go through the trouble of organizing an entire cross-country trip, unless you're being paid like by a company or something that is needed for business and such, don't just be there for a few days.
At
Well,
least be there.
just tighten your belt and go there for like a whole week or something.
yeah, I mean, the purpose of going on a little trip like that is for the experience.
Mm-hmm.
I do like experiences. It's always fun.
Are we not? So are we gonna talk about the undies in the beef stew? What?
She put underwear in the pots, not in the stew.
No, 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 no.
Oh shit!
Oh, okay, it's just, well, at least it's not dirty, at least it's not in the soup, just in a different pot, but,
Yep. That's what I said.
okay, you know, in some places they would most likely do that if they don't have a, well, at least Gremlin has some bit of common sense, I think.
Yeah. I like to think I'm raising her okay.
If they have questionable morality, it's always best to just hope for the best.
I really am glad. So the soup is fine? Yes, today's soup of the day, which is, cheddar with broccoli soup.
Wolf stew.
The wolf stew? Yeah, it is wolf stew. It is wolf stew today.
Yeah, the broccoli stuff was yesterday, hon.
It's been a while.
I know, we're both tired.
Yeah. So the wolf.
Do be like that.
The soup of the day, which is wolf stew, is safe. For now. Oh, for now. I would like a bowl, please. Sure. I'll get you a nice bowl of wolf stew. Ah, there you go. Okay. Oh, no, wait. There you go. A nice bowl of wolf stew with that has shredded beef and beef and soup, and some bread to go in the side.
Take a bowl as well.
Sure. Okay, let me go over there. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright. I'm probably gonna get going here right now. But I'm also gonna be leaving work early because there's very little to.
Alright, you take care there, honey.
Not to
okay?
worry.
Let's see. I find 2 days are the best for a road
I'll catch
trip.
you later, guys.
You take care, honey.
Farewell.
Love you.
Aw.
Let's see. I find 2 days that are best for a road trip.
Love you
have
too.
Love you too, sweetie. So, I find 2 days that are best for a road trip. You have to have the excitement of the departure day, and then the same day, the excitement of the arrival day. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, that's pretty much what happened when Steve and I went to Dallas earlier this year.
yeah, like, I can say that's kind of been a bit of a situation right now when it comes to my plans of attempting to get to Comic-Con at the end of May.
Oh no.
But I found out that my parents need to go to another city, and they needed me back for dog sitting on that day. So I'm still trying to figure out whether or not I could get tickets for Comic-Con, or should I wait till October?
Okay. I'm okay. It's just that I'm experiencing coughs again.
Make sure you have a warm drink next to you.
Okay. Let me go get me some water real fast. Okay, that's a little better. Oh, good news. I'm almost done writing chapter 2 of Zella's backstory. Oh, that's wonderful, Zella. I'm so good. I'm happy to hear that. I definitely should also find time to get into writing my own backstory for, well, at least make a concrete plot outline when it comes to Nui's lore.
Yeah. I mean, reworking character stories is... It has to happen every once in a while.
I mean, yeah, people are really a huge fan of stories.
Yeah, like, I had to change at least a little bit of Afton's story because of the questionable morality, but now that I've told people what has changed, they're like, yeah, that's a bit better, and I would say it kind of fits more with the character.
Well, that's the thing with, I mean, that is fair. When you get a little bit more older and wiser, and also much more experience and did a little bit more research, sometimes the story would eventually change that what you had in mind, than what you initially had in mind. Because, sure, you could have some things that are set in stone, but as time kind of goes on, well, sometimes sometimes there's the inevitability of change. And sometimes the change can actually better or worsen the story. I mean, I was kind of having roadblocks in terms of creativity when it comes to, Nui's story, but ever since I got myself more in tune into D&D, certain elements of the game franchise really does help me out when it comes to my story. Lunar is asking, so is he no longer evil, Afton?
I'm not even going to answer that question because it's a bit of an ongoing joke that every time I do some hilarious shenanigans which involves me doing something, Luna goes outright saying, "You're evil." And that is, well, I'm not sure why that happens. I think it's just our little ongoing joke because everyone questions what is Afton's alignment or morals. I like to say he is true neutral, or at least lawful neutral, like he has his own set of rules. But he's one of those kinds of people where I'd like to say the ends justify the means.
And that's even more vague.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's actually what. Now I'm also on the fence on that.
I mean, the one thing I like to do is be cryptic. And it's fun to be. Because, to quote Quark from Deep Space Nine, always be on both sides, confuse which side is a war. Well, actually, I don't know the precise quote, I need to get that again.
The more I learn about tieflings, the more bits and pieces change about Zella's character. Good, fair enough. I'm still also trying to figure out a little bit more when it comes to ASMRs myself, because I believe I'm one of the lesser population out there that actually do like ASMRs, but would also try to figure out how they're gonna work on in terms of the plot and lore, if you will. Because there's some, don't get me wrong, I can see the appeal when it comes to tieflings. I just wish that there would be some people who would also see the appeal when it comes to ASMRs, if you will.
Friend who doesn't like tieflings because he doesn't kind of understand the whole concept of like making deals, or at least how they came to be and their appearance. Makes me laugh a bit, but sometimes there's a.
Okay.
Plus, I think ASMRs could look a little bit more biblically accurate flavor-wise, but that's just my opinion.
Well,
Because you are partially celestial. Like, just because you just have wings doesn't mean you can take on other angelic aspects.
true, but there's also a thing when it comes to angels, though. It doesn't. The angel hierarchy. The angels can belong to just about anywhere in the angel hierarchy, if you will. It doesn't have to be. Some angels. Some angel parentage can be basically ones that are based on the higher order, like seraphims, thrones, and cherubims. Which would be very interesting how the ASMR would actually inherit that. And then there are those that actually take on the lower rank of the angels, like your standard standard angel, archangels, and whatnot.
I would love to see an Othra, a throned ASMR. Like, when they go full celestial, do their heads go into wheels?
Or they I like to assume that throne ASMRs will have like 2 halos and it has eyes in them that surrounds their head.
That's what I'm thinking. And they kind of go around, and instead of having wings, they just float around on circular discs.
Pretty much. I think for Nui's case, for D&D in terminology, not discounting the actual lore that I have in mind when it comes to Nui, she's more in the case of virtues, I think, if that's what they're called. I may get mine a little bit wrong, though.
Like, yeah, instead of the 7 deadly sins, it's the heavenly 7 heavenly virtues.
Well, no. I think they're principalities. I may got my lore terminology. I might got my angel terminology wrong. I'm okay.
Are you good?
It's
also,
just...
I found said quote, although it's not the one I was expecting.
Don't change your design. Nui is beautiful. Aw, thank you, Lunar. Thank you.
It's literally this. This is what I was thinking of. Every once in a while, declare peace. It confuses the hell of your enemies.
I really need to get myself a book that describes angelology. I may got that thing wrong again, but yeah, it's for research for when it comes to my story and plots. And let's see, it's actually listed in the ASMR. ASMR a variety of different aspects like halos, different colored skin, rainbow shine, strangely colored eyes, hairs, and freckles. Which is true, Savage. I mean, shit. Nui's standard form is what would be like silver hair, silver halo, and bright wings and eyes. But when it comes, but she doesn't really use that thing often. So her standard normal form is basically a humanoid form, but her eyes are a little bit reflects on her ASMR form, which is, you know, well, silver gray eyes, if you, silverish gray eyes, yeah. Also, yeah. I mean, let's see. Renia, hi! Welcome back!
Renia.
Okay, so I am going to save this body. I'm going to duplicate this body just because, and I'm going to start working on the details on her outfit. Because she is, after all, cosplaying as Yor Forger, if you will, or the Thorn Princess outfit more specifically.
I hear Yor Forger and I am summoned.
Tell me, are we also gonna get the Sweaterverse version?
Well,
'Cause come on.
I do have the sweater version right over here, but I'm working on the back. I'm working on the back image. I'm working on the back image first before I actually work on the front image.
Okay.
Nice. Very nice.
I'll just say this right now. Sweaters are the best.
I really should get myself into watching Spy X Family.
You should. It's good.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I will. I just need to find time. I just need to find.
For once, an anime we actually have not watched together.
I mean, I've been so busy with life. I have been skimping out when it comes to anime, but I'm slowly getting myself back into it. I mean, Steve and I have.
Which reminds me, at some point, we need to sit Afton down and watch Dragon Ball with him.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely.
I'm gonna say.
But which which version though? Should we actually get him to watch the actual series or a bridge? There's so much...
well, we gotta start him. We gotta start him off with the first one, Dragon Ball itself, when Goku was a kiddo.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
A lot of people skip over that, and they miss a lot of context.
You know what? Yeah, I can see why. Let's see. We used to see it in the watch party. Ah, okay. But yeah. Are we gonna watch it in sub or in dub though?
I mean, I prefer dub.
Okay.
I know, I'm gonna out myself. I'm a dub watcher. Sue me.
Hey, I don't mind that, buddy.
Okay.
Also,
yes?
Mickey, are you also looking for any anime recommendations as well?
Delicious in Dungeon is also one of them.
I love Delicious in Dungeon.
Yes, I can agree. It is the best. I love it so much.
Listen, as an Epicurean, I want to try all of the food that they put out there.
I can agree with you. It looks very delicious. Although the question is, what would you eat in the current anime? What would you want to eat from the selection?
I want to try the dragon meat!
I haven't gone that far! Steve and I have not gotten that far. But I will say this though, that the one that contains the episode where they actually meet up with the orcs and where they actually help work together and make the bread and
that bread looks delicious.
Yes, that actually is very
I mean, I'm not surprised that Mickey likes the orc episode.
Well, you're talking to somebody where half orcs is among her 3 food groups that actually makes Mickey a happy Mickey. So yes.
All I can say is that Senshi was practically speaking Mickey's mind while looking at them.
I mean,
okay, I gotta say, Senshi's the best character in the show, and he's voiced by Rosie D.
He is. He truly is. I mean, shit. Let's see. Just seeing the series itself made me wish I could definitely play as Perla again. I mean, not again. I really want to give it. I really want to give Perla a try when I could.
You know what? There is a subclass.
Oh, don't spoil, please. Oh, okay. I am okay. Let's. But we will keep it spoiler free as best we could.
Okay. Can we just agree on this? I've been on multiple forums, including some because we kind of agree Delicious in Dungeons is very D&D like.
It pretty much can be. It does feel like that.
Well, it takes influence not just Dungeons and Dragons, but also Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy.
That is true. But could we agree that Senshi is a ranger by class?
I don't qualify as a ranger, but then again, like here's the thing. He doesn't act like your typical ranger, as rangers typically use like bows and arrows, whereas he relies on knives and a very rusty axe.
This
is what I'm going to say.
He's got a point.
He specializes as a monster slayer, and instead of the typical favored foe, he has the core class features, which allows him access and expertise in terrain. But also, he knows what his favorite enemies are as well. Plus, I have heard people do like ranger builds without the magic. So,
I mean, I tried to do a rogue build without the magic once.
You know, rogues don't constantly use magic, right? They're a martial class.
I know, but I deliberately went out of my way to not use magic.
Although, I will say this. I have been thinking of going for a different, support build when it comes to playing as a rogue, though. Ever since Steve kind of brought it up, and after listening to it more than once, the intrigue is there.
Are you referring to the mastermind?
No. I'm referring to going for a, combat medic build.
Okay, I'm at a red light now, and good laws, the hips on this lady.
Damn.
Which hips?
Oh,
I think we all know the hips we are talking about.
No! No.
Although, speaking of which...
Yeah?
Sorry. Speaking of rogues, there's actually a really underutilized race class combo, which I don't see not many people do.
Huh?
The Hobgoblin Mastermind combo.
Okay, elaborate.
It is a, like, masterful support class. Like a support character. Because, Hobgoblins in Monsters of the Multiverse can do help actions as a bonus action. And those help actions of Fey Gift can either give you temporary hit points, additional movement speed, or the next time a creature if a creature is hit with an attack from someone who is helping, that person gets disadvantage. But then you add in the Mastermind Rogue, which Mastermind Rogues also give debuffs and buffs to other people in the party as well.
You know, that kind of actually does raises something that... Why are they called masterminds in the first place?
Because they're kind of seen as a strategist-based... They're based on like a strategist-type subclass.
Oh.
Third level they gain Disguise Kit, the Forgery Kit, and one gaming set of your choice and 2 additional languages. It also says here you can mimic speech patterns and accents of a creature that you hear speak for at least 1 minute, enabling yourself to pass as a native speaker of a particular land, provided you know the language.
Oh wait, shoot, I turned left too early. Oh well.
Oh, dearie.
oopsie.
Oh, dearie.
It's fine. I can still work with this.
Like, essentially, a Mastermind Rogue are those who are capable of proper infiltration, and they know precisely how to act in that way. They're kind of like the man behind the scenes type of class.
Ah. Let's see. Miki running a bakery to... Hey.
I mean, let's be real. At this point, it's about time you installed a bakery in the inn.
Yes, we can all agree on this.
Actually, it's funny you mention that, because I actually took my sister out to get like a treat earlier today, because it's her birthday.
Oh.
I initially suggested we go to get crumble cookies, but we got drinks instead.
Well, it's better than nothing.
That being said, though, we actually got to check out a purple bed store.
You do know they're not very, you do know they're very on the pricey end, right?
I mean the most I saw was about 3,000, so it's not too bad compared to other mattresses I've seen.
Okay.
We just went in because we were curious.
Oh, fair enough. Window shopping is not too bad. But what do you think? What do you think of it so far?
I liked it. But anyway, this is off topic.
Fair
I'm
enough.
sorry.
No, you're good. You're okay. In fact, I'm also kind of can't help but be curious.
Also, another recommendation for anime, Frieren.
I'm sorry?
Frieren.
Frieren? What's Frieren?
Essentially, question: have you seen an elf, like an anime elf at all, Jay, that's been popping around recently?
Short side, white hair.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I have.
That is Frieren.
Okay, and she's the titular character?
She is a character. Essentially, she is what remains of a party that has successfully beaten the Demon King, and now she journeys off while the rest of her, after the the passing of most of her party.
Ow.
I see.
So she carries. So basically, it's like a epilogue of this adventuring party's last group members.
I see. Interesting premise.
It's a very.
We never really get to see what happens after the BBEG gets defeated, other than a brief scene. But yeah, this is an interesting concept.
Yeah, I love it so much because it's actually one of my. It is like a little bit of a dream of mine to do a story of a party after the whole BBEG is done, and do where are they now? Or even a story based around that, what's happened to them afterwards.
It is actually a very thoughtful premise. Now that I actually hear about this more, I should.
All right, I'm curious.
I think I should definitely give this thing a try.
And in kind of a way, I would say kind of almost coincide. I would say you would like it because coinciding with the massive elven family you have.
I mean, look, I'll have you know that it's part of Diana's nature that she always wanted to have a really big family, especially ever since she was forcefully banished away from the Spring Court, all because she just fell in love with a half-orc who sees Dione for who she was. And
let's be real, you have a type.
And still would actually love her as is. So yeah.
But let's be real, you have a type.
You do.
I saw that room. Yeah, I saw that. You think I didn't notice that, but I did. And oh, good Lord, Catman, you're right behind Shads. Hold on, let me fix that. You are standing there menacingly. I do not like that.
He's just standing there.
There you go. It all perfectly balanced is all it should be. Okay. I like how Mickey is purposely making the effort to talk about her bakery and her. I mean, to be fair, I did this to myself. There is no way to blame. There's no one to blame by myself because I have a quirk where I draw characters with really gifted pear-shaped bodies, if not hourglass-shaped bodies, and Nui just happens to land on the former.
I mean,
Yep. I mean, we know what. You know what you like, and you just draw it.
Pretty much.
I mean, this
Gotta do it. Yep.
It makes me curious on how you would find easy if I ever rolled that up.
Let's see. Forget if I asked before, but ever heard of this old anime called Record of Lodoss War? No, I haven't.
Not a clue. Don't know what you're talking about.
Never heard of it, but I am kind of curious what it's about, though. But speaking of anime, though, I decided to go back into looking into Anime America because it has been 6 million years. When I found something recommended to me into the side of YouTube, which they talk about this one anime that came out from Netflix called My Happy Marriage, and oh boy, the anime itself really does remind me so much of Aina, if you will.
It's so beautiful.
It really is so beautiful. Like,
I love it so much.
the premise is about a young woman from the Saimori family, which this takes place in 1910s, 20s Japan. I forgot, but
1920s.
1920s Japan, where it does have fantastical elements, where people are born with gifts. However, in order to help preserve these gifts, noble families have to be married to each noble families in order to help strengthen the gift, because the time period that they are, it's starting to wane a little bit. Now, the story is about a woman called Mio, who is assigned to marry a man from the Kudo family, who is known to have a bad reputation, who is dark and cruel, only to learn that he's actually one of the most kindest people that she's ever met. And what makes those stories so beautiful to me is that it's a story about healing from trauma, if you will. And the character eventually grows into a stronger person, thanks to the love and kindness of her fiance and the people he's involved with. So yeah, seeing this character and her story reminds me way too much about Aina, if you will. My character Aina, if you for those in context. Who needs context is basically this one here.
Ah, wait, what? Yeah, she's your light cleric, if I'm not mistaken.
Another light cleric, but yes.
Hello, Daisy.
Daisy.
Got her on camera.
Because Aina's story is also her goal when it comes to running this character is to heal from the trauma that she endured, and also to an extension try to find her mother who one day disappeared, if you will. And boy, oh boy, just seeing the series really does remind me so much of Aina. It's uncanny, if you will. Okay, so we're almost done doing the inks of this. The Zealous swimsuit I asked for commission is going to KO people.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah?
Like, Zell's just as a sweet person. Like, they help me out with stories. They help me out with, like, ideas for stories.
Okay, so I'm almost done doing the inks of this, the inks of this image. I think as soon as we're done with this, we're gonna go for a 10-minute break, just so I could get up, get some more fluids into me, and give my voice a break, because I don't want to end up coughing a storm.
Yeah, that's actually what I've been dealing with. As it turns out, my lungs are congested.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Oh god, you got cold too?
Yeah.
I am so sorry to hear that, man.
I mean...
Yeah, nothing I can do except write it out.
Yeah,
but working at this warehouse has not done me any favors.
Yeah, you've been having a bad strain of luck recently.
No, my luck has been terrible. I'm not gonna mince words.
Yeah,
You know,
yesterday.
that's fair.
Is your head actually okay, by the way?
Oh yeah, much better. My head's much better now.
Oh, good. Good. That's good to hear.
Yeah, I am nursing a bruise though.
Oh, yeah, you did
Oh.
say.
For context, I hit my head on a metal bar at work yesterday and had to be sent home.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's not the first time I've had a near concussion.
If Mickey played that Castlevania game she got, then she decides to draw herself in those outfits. Ah! Okay! Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. Ink flowers. I know in yours, Thorn Princess outfit, she has iconic rose in her, she has iconic rose in her headband, so... I know there's a brush for the job for this.
Oh, that reminds me.
Hmm?
Speaking of brushes, guess what I did?
Oh?
I finally bit the bullet and upgraded my CSP to 3.0.
Oh!
Nice.
That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
Moving the 3D models has never been easier.
Are you gonna be okay?
Oh, I'm saying it's good. I'm saying it's good.
Good. Now, I know using the 3D models is going to be tricky, but eventually, with more time and practice, you'll get used to it. Take it from somebody who has done ragdoll animations back in the day when she uses Gary's mod.
Oh yeah, I get it. Also, there's dedicated hand models for me to use now.
Good!
So that'll be handy. No pun intended.
Ooh,
No, you know what? Fully intended. I fully intend my puns.
Okay, I think that looks just good enough. I may have to fix that second one a little bit later, but until then, wait. If my memory serves right, the collar part of her neck is different. Ah, yeah, I knew it. Okay. So, didn't she also have some sort of a dangly bit in the end of her neck, in the end of her, okay. Let's go and, fix those there. The premise of Lodos is based on a campaign played by its creators. If I ever saw a blonde-haired elf with long ears named Didit, she is one of the main party. Ah, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start fixing up her collar of her choker. Wait, hold up. Dog paws. I think I may have gotten her neck, neck a little wrong. I think I may have gotten the dress part of her, dress part a little bit wrong, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix that.
Okay. I'm actually gonna be brewing some tea in a bit, and I'm gonna start my own stream. But until then, I'm just gonna hang out with you.
Fair enough. But I hope your stream today turns out pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be continuing my playthrough of Princess Peach Showtime.
How's that treating you so far?
So far, I've actually, even though I've gotten a little frustrated in some areas, it's actually not bad. I think it's a bit simplistic for my liking, but it's okay. It's pretty good.
You know what? Fair enough. But I know that there's some people out there who can't really wait to access the rest of the outfits that the game has provided. I
Yeah, I'm actually slowly making my way through it. I finished I finished one of the expert challenges, so I got one of the dresses from that. And also, I'm going for a sort of completionist route where I'm trying to get every little sparkle gem in the game.
Oh?
Uh-oh, that's not good.
What's not good?
Part of my staircase is broken. Or at least it's breaking.
Oh,
Oh.
that sucks.
Yeah, this rickety old thing isn't exactly the strongest thing. But yeah, the, you know how some stairs have like a lip that goes over the edge?
I believe I do.
It's like a ledge that extends past what the rest of the staircase is. Basically that lip is breaking off the bottom staircase.
Oh, that's not good.
That sucks.
Yeah, this is already a very thin and not a very strong staircase. I can't even get a couch down it.
Yeah, that. Have you told your like landlord about that?
I will eventually. There's quite a few things I'd like to talk to him about.
You know, fair.
Like just the other day, we got hit with a freak rainstorm, and it leaked into the basement.
Oh.
Like I believe I brought this up before. It wasn't as bad as the earlier times, but there's like an opening between the door and the floor that the water leaks through, and there's one right in our bedroom that leaks as well.
Oh, that's not good. But I hope that nothing badly damaged at the end of it.
Thankfully not too much. I'd say the floor got the worst of it.
Okay. Okay, so let me just go ahead and...
What the?
Okay.
So I think it's Steve's home.
Hey, how could you?
What you gonna do about it? Ow! Ow! Okay.
You deserve it.
I think, yeah, she weren't happy about that.
Thanks for welcome back.
Ouch!
Boop.
It's okay. I had it coming. It's fine.
So I think someone's torturing a cat.
Does.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. You
I am so sorry.
you exceeded my AC.
Oh, what's this? Who's that? Who are you?
Nipple? No. Boy, Splatty, it's not a. She's not giving me a titty twister.
It's worse.
Eh.
It's a little
Do
worse
I want to
than that.
know?
Okay, and...
Hold up. Who's
Start
that?
gathering up my pants so I can watch.
Who the heck is this?
Alright.
Since mine, I tore my last set of
Store isn't
jeans yesterday.
Fair. Alright, everybody, let's go have
Ignore.
ourselves, let's go have ourselves a 10-minute break before we actually, continue the rest of this image. So, yeah, okay, I will say this before I go into intermission mode. What's worse than a nipple twist that I did to Steve?
Nut punch.
Nut punch.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh,
intermission
no!
time.
no.
Oh no!
Huh? Huskerman's on myself today.
Welcome back, Gremlin.
Oh, he's finishing.
Hello, Gremlin.
How did I scare you, Gremlin? You know I'm not that scary. Or am I? I'm just kidding.
Huskerman isn't scarier.
I know better than to mess with things.
Let me guess.
Except I don't, because I do it on the regular.
And then Gremlin is scared of almonds. Am I right? Get off my tail.
Oh.
Gremlin, get off my tail. If you don't, you don't get the Swedish chocolates. Alright. Good Gremlin. Now, enjoy your Swedish chocolates.
Wait, what's in Swedish chocolates?
Huskerman demands cookies. Huskerman's gonna flip you now.
Yeah, enjoy the...
Huskerman demands cookie. You have it in your... You have it.
Gremlin, I think you had enough.
It's in the cookie now. Okay, Huskerman's not satisfied.
Get... Why are you flipping me over? Hey, Gremlin, could you stop?
What kind of chocolate was it?
It's Swedish chocolates, there's nothing in them. It's alright. There's nothing in them, there's really nice quality chocolates.
Are you good?
Like...
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what's mine.
You're not having any more
What?
Swedish chocolates.
Why not?
Because the last time I gave you my batch, you fell unconscious. Again.
Hey, really nappy. Hey, Huskerman is actually great for now. Now you can actually go stay there. Let's see. The keeper says I have to keep the other ink body though for later purposes.
Oh,
Well, you're good.
oh, I'm good. Just my neck. Look, Gremlin, us humans, when we get old, we get creaky.
Can Huskerman lay on your belly?
Why?
Huskerman's making dive bomb.
What? No. What? Can I help you?
It is a sad!
Because I've been sweating! Gremlin,
I have a
I'm
question.
going to be sweating and I'm going to be salty.
Does Gremlin have a weakness for salt as well?
Have some chalky milk. Come here. Here.
Huskerman now feels better.
Good.
Can Goliath to apply WD-40. Is that the stuff I use for the tab?
The what?
Huskerman's not gonna go back to work. Someone throw the Huskerman to the ocean. Huskerman wants to go swimming.
want to go in the ocean?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fine.
Galit! Galit!
3.
Galit!
Yeet! You want to go swimming? Oh. So your trajectory's off, it seems. Come here. Come here. I will give you a hug. I promise.
Housekeeper's going to die.
Okay, okay. You go into your hole.
I cast insect plague.
Oh God, no! Why?
Thank God it's outside.
You have doomed us all.
Ugh.
Hey guys, what I got? Ah! No, that's it! Ah!
What the hell?
Ow! Why? What'd I do? I just got here!
I think they were aiming for the gremlin.
She got shot down by a pillow.
Oh! Oh, that's upsetting. Can it get any worse?
Don't say it like that. You know what's gonna happen next.
Okay, okay. Okay, so,
Those are my tits. Leave them alone.
Ah! Why? How about my brain is on autopilot right now? It doesn't sound like it was for the gremlin. The gremlin cast the insect thing and get what?
Outside.
Yeah, look
Okay.
outside.
No. Where's my ring? Where's my ring? Where's my ring? Hey, counterspell ring. Okay. No. Ow! 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 Hey! I was trying to.
What's going on?
Ow! Ow! Hey! Ow! Okay! Fine! Enjoy the insect plague outside!
I am curious about something.
Huh?
So, given how often this happens, why don't you just wear the ring more often?
Well... Gremlin's a chaotic person. Sometimes she would summon it on a whim. Sometimes she uses it in retaliation. And yeah, you know what? You do raise a good point.
I'm just saying, it would be handy to keep it on your person. Even if you're not wearing it on your finger, you could at least wear it like a necklace or something. Oh, wait, you already got the pendant, though.
Yeah.
Either or, just keeping it on your person regularly would be helpful.
You know what? Fair enough, I suppose. I'll deal with the plague a little bit later. I would have done that right away, but I've been yoded.
And now there's a fly in my soup. Thanks. Thanks, chat. And now there's a bunch of flies in my soup.
Don't worry, they're not there to harm you. Besides, at least they're not as bad as on Toriyuku's scarabs.
Well, to be fair,
You know,
the
it could be
scarabs.
worse.
Well, to be fair, the scarabs did actually help us out on several occasions. I think I'd rather take the scarabs than the flies.
Oh yeah,
It
speaking
could
of
be
which,
worse. It could be worse. It could be locusts.
oh that's true.
Never bring
Oh,
look. No.
Yeah, Egypt already had to deal with plenty of locusts.
3-day pass is
Although,
65 bucks.
speaking of
Oh?
insects, I think the gremlin still gave me those termites.
Send Jay into the jar. Oh dear. I am sorry, Jay, but you're going into the jar.
What did I know?
Chat said so. Any last words?
What did I do to bug you guys?
There you go.
Ooh, bad pun. Bad pun.
I'm not gonna be here much longer anyway.
Bad-
Oh, fiddlesticks.
And now, if only there was a way to put chat in the jar.
That's impossible.
I mean, I don't know. You might disturb the natural order.
It is the only way we can survive.
But it would be perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Uh-oh. I'm okay. It's just that, okay, I thought my coughs are just as bad as I thought.
I think my tea's done, speaking of.
Okay, so let me go ahead and work on the rest of this. I think I'll work on the back portion for now in terms of the colors and the flats, and I'll work on the front a little bit later or something. I don't know, or maybe this one is just good as is. So this is a drawing of Yor. It sure looks like her. More the case, I'm doing a Patreon reward where I get to draw a Nui cosplaying as Yor. Because that is part of the suggestion that I raised in Patreon. Which, for those who are curious, I have a Patreon that acts as a tip jar. And it also helps, and any funding I earn from that actually goes to the bills for me and Steve's living accommodations. And anyways, this is a Patreon reward where I get to ask chat, what should we do someday for Nui this time around? And the people on Patreon suggest that we should cosplay her in X, Y, or Z. I took all of those results from the poll, and I took all the results, put them in the poll, and of all the outfits that we got from the poll, the Yor Forger outfit won. This would have been done much earlier this year, but unfortunately I ended up getting COVID, and as a result, we kind of had this thing delayed lately instead of earlier. So yeah.
It's fine.
Elphus. But I'm much better than how I was now. It's just the lingering coughs is still there, and annoying as they can be, it can't really be helped.
Yeah. Alright, I must take my leave now.
Alright, Jay, you have a good stream now. Thank you for coming.
See you later, mate.
See ya.
I just had a hilarious idea. Okay, what do you got? No work today, so I got all the time here. Alright. My cough still lingers? Okay, so it's good to know that I'm not alone in that.
Both of our coughs still linger. Varying degrees.
Okay, so let's work on the eyes. Oh. Almost missed a corner here and here. Also there too. Let's also not forget about her mouth. A Zella wanted poster will just be her crying like, what did I do?
Aww. It's been ages since we've seen the wanted posters.
I mean, the wanted posters that I hosted back in October, that is for my crowdfunding for my new computer, has been a success. And I decided to bring that back for those who pledged me on Patreon, you know? It's why we have the intermission and the starting soon screens that have the wanted posters among them. That and also bringing in another feature, which is the coin.
Oh yeah, you said about the coin. I love the wanted posters, and I am so happy that I'm a part of them, because you made Afton's face look amazing.
It does give more people more incentive to use it for actual wanted poster, though.
Like, The only thing that's missing is a bounty and crimes that they have committed.
Okay, let's give her lips a little bit of a darker shade since this is... I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
You good? You good?
I think I need some I think I need some water.
Hydrates on the way. Got 2 of them, so take a good long sip. Strange that they never actually, like, in the anime, give Yor, like, any proper lipstick.
Well, I mean, in a sense, I can see why some anime would feature girls with lipstick, some don't. Maybe it's the safe corners or something. But it also depends on the artist too, because some artists will depict their characters with lipstick, some don't.
I mean, I just did like a quick search, and like, yeah, I actually kind of forgot there was a scene where Yor did have. I can't tell if that's her mouth open or her lipstick.
Huh?
Like in TV chat too. Is that her with the lipstick or is that her with her mouth open?
Let me take a better look.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out.
I think that's lipstick. Yeah, that's definitely a lipstick.
Like, that's what I'm thinking too.
Oh god, she has earrings! Sugar lump in that.
Oh, it's a quick fix.
But you didn't realize that?
I didn't realize that, so that's something I'll have to fix in post. But it can be helped, you know? Now that you mention it, that is true. But yeah, most artists would like to depict their character, because I will say this, getting lipstick right has been depending on artist and artist, it can be a little bit tricky to getting lips right. Has, depending on artist to artist, is a little tricky to pull off, because if not done right, it's going to look a little bit wrong. Or a very worst case example would be like they ended up in the Uncanny Valley department. It also depends on the technique they use when it comes to lipstick, if you will. Some will just depict them as just normal line art, just like I did. Well, there are others out there who would actually like to depict theirs in the form of in the form of a soft style type of lipstick. Like, okay. Let me just okay, let me put this into context, okay? Okay. I know I'm drawing this terribly, but okay. Most lipsticks would most likely look like this, right? However, this is another type of option would be like they render lips as something like this, if you will.
Oh, like more smudged.
Smudged, blurred, soft shaded, yes.
I get it.
I tried giving this second option a go, but it takes so much time and rendering in order to get it properly done. So I decided to just throw my hands up in the air and just go for and try my hand on trying just doing normal normal lipstick wise, solid version, if you will. Yes, dear?
I'm gonna go check on laundry and make myself something to eat, okay?
Okay, honey. You take care.
Love you.
Love you too. Alright, sweetie. Alright. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay. Oh. Alright. You little snuggle bug. Then again, I'm a course you would.
Of course I would.
The second option would work better for blush. Yeah, it can be, but as an artist, I like to have mine a little bit on the softer shade than a really hard pressed shade, because you don't want to make your blush a little bit too dark, if that's the right way to put it. Oh, crap baskets. Oh, so she does have a little rose token in her neck. Well, to be fair, yeah, this is going to be an outfit that I'm going to do in post. Hey, can't be helped. Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's just that, the more I study this outfit, the more I realize I should have actually done a little bit better. And I can... yes?
It's your first time doing it.
It is literally my first time doing it. In fact, it's giving... Yeah! Ow! Hey! Ow! Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, it's giving me a little bit more incentive to actually give Spy X Family a try now.
I mean, it is a really wholesome series, so...
And when she gets flushed, she gets a very deep deep red blush. Exactly. We don't want the blush to be as hard when someone like Miki gets
Although, now this kind of gives me thoughts of, like, Mickey, like Nui as other classes, like alters.
Like, seeing Nui in different classes?
Yeah. Like what she would look like.
You know, that's not a bad thought. Wait.
Because you did say you wanted the idea of making a war cleric, or at least a barbarian.
Well...
Like, I do see Nui with a massive great axe coming right at you.
That may be true, but I'm actually... That's a terrible This is a mistake, using this as a reference. Because it has JPEG, It has JPEG artifacts, and boy, that's not very nice for the average artist. How about you? Do you have JPEG artifacts? No, you don't, but wait, you still do, so... Oh, boy. It's just like, playing the game of guess the colors. Okay, so let's make it a little bit more saturated. A little more gold. Now, yeah, that'll do. It's a wholesome and nice show. My only complaint is that it's possible it will never have an ending. I hope that it would eventually have its own ending in that case, because nothing really does last forever. Unless you're like, heaven forbid, the author of I inflict curse. I am so sorry, chat. Unless you're the author of Rent a Girlfriend, some stories does have to have an ending, a proper ending, if you will.
Just why? Why?
Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one who feels the pain from that series, huh? After take it easy.
I failed my wisdom save, and I'm supposed to have magic resist.
But yes, I am very well aware of the concept and series that is Rent a Girlfriend, and even I am flabbergasted, and I wish to ask the author, boy, what were you boy, what is this?
What is this? Why would you make this?
Like, I can already see many of the many of the other possible things you can do with Rent a Girlfriend. And yet the author keeps choosing, it's kind of like one of those cases of cake or death, but he keeps choosing death. Does that make a lot more sense? The story haven't yet been resolved as of yet, so there's still a sign of a lot to go yet. Nothing lasts forever except SpongeBob. I'm sorry, but SpongeBob, it should have ended around the movie, around its own movie, you know? But it kind of went it kind of went on for too long, in my honest opinion. Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and actually work on her legs, because I just realized she has she also has the same stocking styles onto her dress. So how did this one detail escape me? Okay, so okay, let's go ahead and fix that there. We're gonna go ahead and now fix now. Let's see. Love Heat. I'm also gonna come out with something that sounds a little bit on the controversial end. I do not care for Love Hina.
Love Hina again?
Love Hina. Oh right, you were not there when it's at.
You mean that show about that poor sap who's fucking literally physically abused by every woman in his life?
Pretty. Yep.
Wait, that sounds awful.
And it's treated as a joke?
Yep. I'm
Man,
so.
that sounds awfully familiar. Like, I'm just trying to remember this now.
Okay. Alright. Let me just bring out the context. Love Hina is a show that was released back in the early era of the 2000s, where it is about a story of a guy called Kentaro who made the promise of a girl that of his childhood sweetheart back in the day, where if both of them go to Tokyo U together, they would actually have a happy ending with each other. Now, he decides to go one day. As he got older, he is struggling to attend to Tokyo U, because it is well known to be one of the most brutal studying environment. To apply to it is a brutal thing to do, as it's not very easy for studying. So he keeps failing and failing, but he still doesn't wish to give up on this promise. So one day, his grandmother told him that he has to watch over the old bathhouse that she's running while she goes off to wherever the fuck, I can't remember. Only for him to learn that it turns into an all-female dormitory, which they just keep punishing him for absolutely no particular reason, because ew, pervert. Yeah.
He's a guy attending a girls' dormitory, essentially keeping an eye on the place, and they're just okay. I can kind of see what's going on. Like, they're essentially beating him up for just being the attendant because he's just a guy.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't.
Oh.
I mean, to some people, they will just laugh it off when it comes to Love Hina, but I never really clicked on the show. I mean, I've seen trailers of it. I've seen trailers of it back when it was airing a lot in the Philippines. But kid me, growing up at the time, who had seen seen its trailer, never clicked with it, never actually watched it. But, because she's always felt that there's something off with this show. Or she's just not very interested in it. I'm glad that it's a bit of both, and I'm applaud Kid Me to not pick that thing up, because I too would actually be, would also feel the sense of disappointment that most people would look back on this show and feel like, why? Because some of the jokes there age like milk.
You kind of cut out, just to let you know that.
Oh, fuck. How about, where did I cut off?
Halfway through.
Okay, shit. So I'm just gonna, cut, what I'm trying to say, TLDRs, some of the jokes on the show, I say this with quotation marks. I wish I could do this as a VTuber, as a 3D model, if you will, but you have to get the idea. I say this with jokes in quotation marks, cause most of the jokes age like milk. Especially in yes?
I'm sorry, carrying on. I'm just reading on when it was released.
Okay, especially in regards to the female protagonist. Again, in quotation marks. Because she is the worst female protagonist that I have ever had the misfortune of learning. And I say this because I've never seen the show, but I've read the reviews and comments, and I knew that there's a reason why I never clicked with this show to begin with. What was the author really thinking when he made her? Honestly, it later goes deeper how he resorts to lying to how he tells everyone he is a student that goes to Todai in order to impress them, and they believed him for a moment. But then he gets caught by lying, and he gets a justified punishment for lying to them. Well, that is fair, but after that significant point, it just kind of, the slapstick humor, again in quotation marks, kind of goes a little bit up to a point of, yeah, this is getting a little much. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. What do you all think about when it comes to love, Hina?
For starters, I found out the thing is, like, it was made back in 2002. Like, dear God, I wasn't even born yet.
No, you are a munchkin who was born after around you are in your 20s, so you were somewhere born in the 2000s, right?
I was born in 2003 in the middle of the year
Oh.
on the most unlucky date.
Oh.
Or in this case, a Friday the 13th.
Oh God.
Which to me is very lucky.
Oh. I just realized I may have fans who were born around that time period, and after I graduated after I graduated elementary. Oh, that'll make you want to have a 6-hour session in the swirly.
Mickey, I feel like this is just a hunch, but I'm pretty sure I'm the youngest one in this entire community. I am so sorry.
I hate being old. Okay.
I had like a sad emo. I would just, well, flop my ears down in disappointing sadness.
Okay. Any other animes don't recommend? I can't. Nothing kind of rings a bell though. But I know there's another anime that I never really see myself clicking with. I know this might sound a little bit on the controversial end, but I never really got myself into, the series, Haruhi Suzumiya, if you will.
Now, please. The series that you just described.
Haruhi Suzumiya is about, the main protagonist, who is your average high school guy. One day is surprised by this one girl, particularly Haruhi Suzumiya herself, who declares the entirety of the class that she has absolutely no interest in talking to normal people. Those who actually are espers, aliens, and there's one more thing in there. Only those that she actually has absolute interest with. And he ends up becoming part of her life, and she ends up becoming doing shenanigans in order to do whatever she pleases. It was so high back in the day of the 2000s, but I never really clicked with it. Mainly because there's something, just like how when it comes to my gut feeling, when it comes to Love Hina, I also had a feeling that there's something about this show that I cannot, something's off with it that I don't see myself clicking with it.
Are you referring to this character in the image? Or the show where it comes from?
Yeah, Haruhi Suzumiya herself. Yeah.
I actually do know of this one.
I get that there's some people who actually would love this show, and that's more power to them. Yeah. Okay, see, I agree with you on that, Cephalix. It felt it was a bit overhyped. That, and I also don't like, after looking at some clips about Haruhi Suzumiya itself, I finally understood why that gut feeling tells me why I should not give this. I did give the show a chance, because her nature is a little bit much to borderline what? Excuse me, what the fuck? If that's the best way to actually put it.
Define her nature.
Remember how I said that she's willing to do whatever the flying fuck she wants?
Does that even mean turning back time?
No.
Repeating the same
No. It's more the case that she will do whatever she wants regardless of how you feel about it.
I think that's part of what turned me off the series conceptually, to never even give it a chance in the first place.
Yeah?
Like, the idea of a loud narcissist who's basically God? Yeah, no thanks.
And added to the fact that if you actually try to defy her, or just added to the fact that if you try to defy her, it spells the end of the universe right then and there. Like, why?
Yeah, her entire gimmick is that she either gets what she wants, or she bends reality to get what she wants. And if she still can't, then the universe just ends.
It's more the case.
I think that is kind of unfair, and that kind of promotes some things.
Let me see.
She's not aware that it's what she's doing. She thinks she's totally normal, but that doesn't change the fact that she's doing it.
And yeah, that's kind of why I kind of was so turned off about it in the first place. Vampire Knight's ending was horrid. Oh, fuck. Oh boy, I am familiar with that. I didn't watch it, but I did hear among the circles why that series is absolutely batshit crazy. And that's not. And that also includes the the incestuous bits that's included in it.
Yeah, you lost Fang, which is, I think.
I think it's probably for the best that I did. Let's see. Basically, female Kuzco with a god's complex. Yep. And if you actually, Ah! Boys bloody! Ah! But yeah, and if you actually upset this god, or just upset this god, hurt this god in any means, it's the end of the universe right then and there. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not a huge fan of this concept. And I don't like, I think also a reason why I don't like is that it takes so long for her to actually get the change to be in effect. Let's see, one anime you should watch is Campfire Cooking with My Weird Scale and Restaurant to Another World. Oh, I've heard of those.
Are amazing.
I've heard of those, and I actually intend to give that one a shot.
Do it. I highly recommend them. Both of them are amazing, and they actually gave me some pretty good recipes to look into.
I guess I'll give it a shot then.
Like, Mickey, you should know this. 3 of my favorite things: fantasy, isekai, and cooking.
I'm not sure if the trims of her dress is actually red, or if it's actually black. The art style is very inconsistent. Oh well, that's a me problem to worry about later. Okay. But one anime I actually do like, even though it's actually a very limited series and the episodes are very short but sweet, Izakaya Nobu is actually one of them, where it's a restaurant from Japan that serves its customers that is from a different world. Izakaya, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Except for Izakaya Nobu, which is basically a Japanese bar restaurant, and yeah, the patrons are people from another world, and Steve and I absolutely love it.
Basically the same premise as a restaurant to another world.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see. Here's another anime for you. Isekai Nonbori no Ka. Oh? Okay, so let's go ahead and do that.
This one. Farming life to another world.
Oh!
Yeah, I feel like you'll like this one.
You know what? Maybe I should actually give that a shot.
I'll send it to your DMs.
I guess that's the only rose pattern material I have in my library. Can't be helped. But, yeah, so what do you guys think of this so far? I'm most likely going to call it here, but what do you think?
It looks amazing.
I'm glad that it actually turned out pretty well myself, pretty well too. So, as much as I want to continue more of this, let's go ahead and wrap things up for now. You know, it has been 6 million years, so let's go ahead and raid banks. Okay. But I know there's one type of anime that, I have a feeling you guys may or may not actually vibe well with this. No, I have a feeling you guys might find this way too batshit insane that I have a feeling you won't like it. But until then, let's go ahead and start raiding banks. Cause it's been a while, so why don't we let's go raid my buddy. I really do appreciate that you guys enjoy this stream today, watching me draw this out and the reward and the emote as well. But this is where I gotta call it here for today. So I really hope join me tomorrow where we get to know more shenanigans when it comes to Cult of the Lamb. And Thursday we're gonna finally get to making the rewards. That's for the Date Me OC auction that we did earlier this year, which is going to be the smallest rewards I've ever done, but that's on me when it comes to how it's done.
Year will be better. We're hoping for it.
I hope so. But until then, may you all have a good night, may you all eat well and rest well, and I'll see you guys next time in the Paper Plane Inn. Take care!
Goodbye.